Hello, this is my Mastery Journey Timeline final project. So first, a quick overview of the presentation. So first, I'm going to introduce myself, then give a course listing, industry leaders, clubs and organizations, personal learning network, Full Sail community, mentor qualities, and a timeline. So first, my name is Mascall. I'm currently undergoing the New Media Journalism Master of Arts program at Full Sail University. So now we're going to dive into the new media journalism course listing. So the first class is Mastery, Personal Development, and Leadership. And the goals I have for this class is to apply mastery to my professional development, identify and pursue my life's tasks, and transition from the conventional mind to the dimensional mind. And the strategies to attain those goals are listed on the screen. For the next class, New Media and Communications, the goals are to foster effective communication in digital environments, learn how to tell stories on multiple platforms, and learn the limitations of new media. And the strategies to attain these goals is to make sure my reporting is accurate and fair, study what kind of writing styles work best on certain types of platforms, and also review a survey that questioned professionals in the digital media business. And that survey found that there is a need to strengthen the depth of news, to search for credibility, and the need to explore new narrative formula. The next class is Writing for Interactive Media. And the goals I have are to develop story structure across platforms. I can do that by reading the same story on different platforms and seeing how each platform affects how the story is structured. Next, I can learn how platforms affect story structure, and I can use the same strategy that was just mentioned before. And next, I would like to tell complex stories with the help of visual media, and understanding the rules of visual storytelling will help me tell those complex stories. The next class is Legal Aspects of Media. And the goals I have for that is to attain a full grasp of my First Amendment right. And according to Honor First Amendment, the best way to do that is to practice the First Amendment and not just memorize it. Next, I want to tell news lawfully, and I can have someone with a media law background review my drafts to make sure that I will be safe from legal threats. And then I would also like to learn how to avoid libel and slander. And a good way to do that is to make sure all sides of a story have had a chance to be heard. The next class is Research and Investigation Skills Development. And the goals I have for that is to build credible sources. And a strategy to help with that is to define what credible sources are. I would also like to solidify basic research skills. And the North Hennepin Community College provides a great step-by-step guide on how to conduct research until you're able to do it on your own. And then I would like to create an efficient process of researching online. And I can do that by shadowing an expert in my field while they conduct online research for reporting. The next class is Multimedia Development and Editing. And so my goals are to strengthen my photography skills. And I can do that by watching Be a Better Photographer in 45 minutes on YouTube. I also want to strengthen my editing skills. And there's another YouTube video called Learn Premiere Pro in 20 minutes that can help me with that. And I would also like to build more effective graphics. And by becoming well-versed in the Adobe programs Photoshop, InDesign, and Illustrator, I will learn different ways of building great graphics. Next course is Digital News Production, and my goals for that is to learn the landscape of the online newsroom, and I can do that by spending the day shadowing the team of ABC News Live, which is a digital news show. I would also like to produce a package and newscast for a digital program, and I can do that by studying the tactics used by WNBC, who has a very successful digital platform. I would also like to learn the pros and cons of different digital platforms. And Nick Newman provides an extensive report about media technology trends and how each platform is doing. The next course is Multimedia Reporting, and my goals for that is to learn to process electronic information, and by doing that, I can read that electronic information and try to synthesize it for my reporting. I would also like to become a better on-camera presenter, and a good way to help with that is by watching the YouTube video newsroom tips, Wendy Griffith on reporter stand-ups, and then I'd also like to learn the software needed for digital reporting. And Scott Carey provides a good list of the best software tools out there right now for journalists. The next course is social media and online community engagement. And my goals for that is to build a professional online community. I can do that by reading the strategies for robust social media brand outlined in the Communication Today report. I would also like to increase engagement with my professional online community. I can do that by posting more work-related content on my professional social media pages. I also like to optimize those social media pages, and a great way to do that is to update pictures and any other information on those social media pages. Next course is public relations and reputation management. So I would like to learn the basics of PR, and there is a great report that breaks down PR by Stoika. I would also like to learn where public relations and journalism intersect. And there is another report by Sysbolix, which details PR versus journalism and how the two relate to each other. And my last goal would be to learn more about personal and organizational message control. And Stoika, again, details those different types of messaging control in their PR report. The next class is new media publishing and distribution. So my goals for that is to learn more about newsroom budgeting. And to do that, I can speak with my executive producer for the show I work for and see how he budgets the show. I would also like to learn more about newsroom organization, and Matthew Weber and Ali Kosterik provide a great case study about managing a newsroom workforce. I'd also like to have a story published to a platform that I've never used before. And to do that, I can utilize a new platform and figure out how I can post a story to that platform. The final course in the program is New Media Journalism Final Project. And my goal for that course is to apply everything I learned to the final project. And I can do that by reviewing all source and study materials provided during the classes for the creation of this final project. I also want to update my portfolio to include projects from this program. And to get some inspiration, I can look at my colleagues and my fellow peers' portfolios. And lastly, I want to attain a complete grasp of my production skills. And I can do that by comparing and contrasting a story that I produced at the beginning of the program and then a story that I produced at the end of the program. So now moving on to industry leaders, the ones that I have identified are Eric Johnson, Michael Korn, Robin Roberts, Alicia Cohen Vieira, Jonathan Greenberger, and Roxana Sherwood. And then the organizations that I would like to include in my personal learning network is the Turner Warner Media Broadcasting Company, the Walt Disney Company, the Columbia Journalism School, NBC Universal, and Full Sail University. Some clubs and organizations that I would like to join are the Society of Professional Journalists, National Association of Black Journalists, Capitol Alpha Journalism Honor Society, Radio Television Digital News Association, and the Online News Association. Now moving on to the Full Sail community. So the organizations that I'm interested in joining are the Black Student Union, the Creative Writing Organization, the Women in Film and Television, and Full Sail on Air. Some of the qualities that I look for in a mentor, I would like someone who works in news, has the ability to offer constructive criticism, someone who is approachable, someone who loves the job that they do. I would also like a mentor who is positive and is someone who is very well respected in their field. And here's just a timeline of the courses that I listed previously with some of the key points that those courses can offer for me. And here are the references that were used for this presentation. Again, my name is Mascall, and thank you so much for watching my presentation. I provided my LinkedIn, Twitter, and email, and my portfolio if you want to reach out to me or learn more about the things that I do. Thank you so much.